Hey, Hong Kong won another gold medal in the Olympics. What? What is this timeline? What? Guys, what's up? It's a Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Childish Gambino album, Bando, Stone, and the New World. And once again, I'm going to have to speak very fast because I am late for work. I'm always late for something. That's welcome to the detective channel. So Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, is back with a new album. This is his fifth album, also apparently, allegedly, his final album. Of course, in the year 2016, I believe, we have Awaken My Love, which sees him moving on from this nerdy rap music to soul, which was a pretty interesting transition. But Childish Gambino is not a one-trick pony. In the year 2019, he released a track, This Is America, which shook America by storm for at least a little bit. It's a grimy rap track that boldly exposes the deeply problematic system that is America. And of course, Childish Gambino doesn't just stop from there. We have this very shoddy mixtape type tape called 51520, which he would go on to remix and remaster and called it Ada Vista, released earlier this year. And then not too long ago, he released another album. This time it's called Bando, Stone, and the New World. The cover looks like this, and apparently it's a soundtrack to a movie about a singer called Bando Stone who is stuck on a tropical deserted island trying to survive from some monsters. Yeah, and in that movie he is credited as Donald Glover, but the soundtrack to that movie he is credited as Childish Gambino. So there's that. Now, this is a big album. There's 17 tracks on this thing, and going into it, I thought, okay, I have no idea what to expect. And it kind of surprised me because Childish Gambino tries literally everything on this album, from experimental hip-hop to pop rock. There are guitar ballads, there's jazz in this thing, there's reggae in this thing, there's Afrobeat. He tries literally everything on this album. It's incredibly versatile. If anything, I'll give it that. It is a very versatile album that has a lot packed into one album. But the thing is, given that this is just a soundtrack to an album, some tracks just feel like scenes. Some tracks just feel like movie scenes that, without the context to them, I just feel like I'm listening to nothing but a bunch of vibes. So I'm gonna quickly go over every single track. Hearts Were Meant to Fly is a big experimental album opener with noisy, pulsating synths, distorted vocals, shrill autotune. This is just Kanye's Yeezus 101. The second track, Lithonia, is a big lead-up single. It is a passionate alt-rock song with church organs, big guitars, and it sounds good. I remember my friend Jonathan playing this song to me in his car when we were on the way to Anime Expo, and he's like, oh, this song sounds like a ending to an A24 movie. And yeah, it sounds good, but when I listen to this track, I can't help but feel like he's trying too hard to appeal to modern taste. I don't know why, but there's this strange recent pivot to sort of alt rock, pop rock, that's very easy to listen to, very easy to go down your throat for younger Gen Z hip-hop fans. And I feel like Childish Gambino is exactly trying to do that. It's trying a little too hard. It sounds good, but it just feels like it's imitating something, and I can't fully get into it for some reason. After that, we have the track Survive with its dreamy chords. It sounds like a Tyler, the Creator song. We have some 80s synths, clever bars, puns, jokes about podcasters. It's a fun time. Not too bad. It's raining again, I swear to God. Then we have Step Speech, where he does this sad guitar ballad thing. It sounds like a Brockhampton song, honestly, and it's a vibe. But again, it's just a vibe. This song, I feel like, is made completely to appeal to modern taste, and that's it. It doesn't feel genuine. Talk My Shit tries to be a banger. It has a trendy trap beat. It sounds like a beat that Kendrick Lamar would hop on and completely destroy. It's not bad, but the real star of this track is Amare, who just completely crushes this track with her wimpy, whimsical, measly chipmunk voice. Afterwards, the track got to be samples Prodigy's Breathe, Breathe With Me. And it's very lazy sampling because the rapping is barely on this track. I feel like this entire track's existence is just to show off the sample. Then we have Real Love, which is a lubby-dubby alt-rock track with basic drum loops, buzzing bass. It's just not as fun as it tries to be. The track In the Night features Georgia Smith and once again Amare. This track does a little bit of Afro beat, but it just sounds like a production mess. Next up, we have Yoshinoya, which is a big, confident rap banger. The beats are crunchy and busy. He also throws shots at Drake, apparently. It has funny and witty bars. It's pretty good. Following that, we have Can You Feel Me, where the track features his own son. Again, it's really interesting. Rappers keep bringing their children into their music nowadays. But just because you put your son on the track doesn't make it indefensible, because indefensible, because his son's vocals are so bad. I laughed out loud. I just can't take this track seriously. It's like if Disney tries to make a church gospel song. Then we have No Excuses featuring Oscar-winning composer Ludwig Göransson. So as expected, this is a super cinematic track. It's jazzy, it's spacey, it's 7.5 minutes long. We have some glossy falsetto vocals that I'm not a huge fan of, but overall it is ambitious and I like that. The track Cruisin' sees Childish Gambino sounding like Young Thug, and then we have a Yeet feature which sounds really futuristic. Again, trying really hard to appeal to modern taste. Like, oh, you guys like Yeet now? Now I'm gonna feature Yeet. Then we have We Are God, which is a very messy, spacey, atmospheric song with auto-tune vocals. I feel like there's 7 layers of random noise on this track. And sometimes many layers of noise sounds interesting, but in this case it just sounds like oh look, this sounds quirky. Then we have Running Around, which is a very bland, watered-down pop-punk song. Again, appeal to the masses. Again, appeal to modern taste. Dadvocate is a laid-back guitar song. Childish Gambino does this weird country inflection. There's these R&B and soul bass that just sounds like Blood Orange's music. Then we have Happy Survival featuring Khruangbin. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And it is a low-key reggae-flavored instrumental track. And it feels like soundtrack to something, but also elevator music. And the album ends off with A Place Where Love Goes, which is another Yeezus-type track with annoying child vocals, pumping dance beats, sunburned synths, gospel-ish vocals. It's like a Daft Punk Kanye Frankenstein, for the lack of a better word. So yeah, overall, I have no idea what's going on this album. It's kind of a mess. It just tries a little bit of everything, and some sticks, some doesn't stick, and I feel like that's it for the album. Feeling a 6 out of 10 on this album. So, have you listened to the new Childish Gambino album? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. Gotta go now, bye.